Good evening, y'all. Welcome back to PWT Rely News with your host, Mosey Along. And tonight on Surrender Ariastein, we're going to be talking about the strait that Iran and the U.S. have been bombing each other over now for a couple of weeks since the ceasefires never seem to work and the peace treaty has not been signed. So we're looking at the story that's been quietly building under the headlines, and now it's beginning to reshape the map. Oil producers in the Gulf region are preparing new pipeline routes designed to bypass the Strait of Hormuz. If you're new to that name, y'all, the strait is a narrow waterway between Iran and Oman, and it's one of the most important shipping lanes on Earth. Nearly a fifth of the world's oil supply passes through that single choke point. But in recent weeks, Iran has issued fresh threats about closing or disrupting the strait. And when a nation with that kind of leverage speaks, oil producers listen. They don't wait, they plan. Several Gulf states, including Saudi Arabia and the UAE, are now accelerating pipeline projects that would move crude over land, away from the strait entirely. These routes would send oil to ports on the Red Sea or the Arabian Sea, giving producers a way to keep exports flowing even if the strait becomes unsafe. This just isn't an engineering story, however, it's a story about risk, power, and the cost of stability. When a single waterway holds the world's energy supply hostage, nations start looking for exits, and exits cost money. Billions of dollars in construction, planning, and political negotiation. But hey, that's the price of modern civilization. You pay for safety, you pay for certainty, and you pay for the ability to keep the lights on. And here's the part most people don't think about. Rerouting oil changes everything downstream. Shipping patterns shift, insurance rates spike, energy markets wobble, and ordinary people, that's you and I, partners, far from the Gulf, feel in the form of higher prices and tighter supply. So tonight we're watching a map redraw itself in real time, not because anybody wants it, but because the world is built on fragile pathways. And when one of those pathways is threatened, nations move fast. We'll keep following this story as the pipeline plans develop. For now, remember, when you see a headline about oil, it's never just oil. It's infrastructure, it's diplomacy, and it's the quiet machinery that keeps everyday life running. This is PWT Rely News. Mosey along. Stay steady, stay alert, and keep informed because it does concern y'all whether you want it or not. Iran is threatening to keep it from happening, and several gas and oil companies are very much involved with its planning. So stay tuned, partners. We'll see you tomorrow morning around grazing time. Have a good one.